All right, welcome to the Game 2 news conference of the NCAA Knoxville Regional. We are joined by Miami, Ohio head coach Brian Smiley, shortstop Dillon Baker, and left fielder David Novak. Coach will make an opening statement, and then we will go into questions. Please raise your hand, and we will pass a mic to you. Coach?
No, it's just we kind of knew what we were walking into facing Mr. Doyle. And, he's a load. When he started landing that off speed, he honestly started pitching kind of backwards to our guys. It's tough to handle. Then as the innings went on, he kind of started finding that fastball in the zone, which is when he's got all those pitches working plus an upper 90s fastball. It's hard to handle, which I think you've seen all year and throughout his career. So you have to tip your cap to him because he pitched a heck of a game and kept our guys off balance. Couldn't sit on any pitches. I thought early, we came out really trying to strip him of his fastball, and then he adjusted, and they adjusted, and they started landing that off speed early in the count to really keep us from cheating to that fastball, and that's kind of what settled him in. Yeah.
Questions? Second row right here.
Were you able to watch any of Wake Forest? I know you had a quick turnaround here and you're trying to get ready for Tennessee, but didn't know if you saw any.
We saw a little bit. I thought Cincinnati did a good job, playing their type of game against Wake and kind of speeding the game up on them a little bit. Cincinnati had that balanced approach of, trying to play the short game style, stealing some bases or trying to steal some bases, and then obviously had, some big hits with the home run. But, for us tomorrow against Wake, we're just going to have to kind of keep doing what we've done all year and stick to what, at least try to stick to what has worked for us. And that's being patient and disciplined and not missing our pitches whenever we get them.
Wes here on the right.
Question for Brian. I know y'all have played a good schedule, and everybody sees velo this day and age, but that kind of spin from the left side at that velocity, what can you do to kind of get your guys ready for that?
We tried everything. We've got the technology to plug him in the spin ball like everybody else, and once you're out there live, I'm speaking for these guys, they can comment on it as well, but it's a little different. Again, it's when he started landing that off speed early in the count is kind of what I wasn't in the box, these guys were, but that's kind of the separator, and that you're going to see the kid pitch in the big leagues here before long, and that's why, because he can land different pitches at any given time, and then when you get that high spin velocity, that's a load.
Ben?
Coach, just what did you see from Tennessee's offense to be able to get to Cooper there in the third, fourth inning, I guess?
Yeah, we knew that Cooper was kind of on fumes, and he certainly gave us everything he had. He's coming off a 125 pitch complete game on short rest this week, and they were getting him in the air early. He was getting elevated early in the game. They had some loud outs early in the game with not a whole lot to show for it. But Cooper made some pitches, and credit to him, he wasn't giving in. He was still trying to mix pitches when he was behind in the count. He was fairly successful. Then we had a couple plays that I think we wish we could have back that really kind of opened it up for him or for them. But they're a physical offense, and they have bat speed up and down their lineup. And you've seen they've done damage in the SEC. They've done damage, for a couple years with this offense. So. You got to tip your cap to them. They didn't miss some pitches whenever they got them.
I kind of like an answer from all three of you, like a unique one. How does it feel just to play in an NCAA tournament game?
I guess.
It's definitely a cool experience. Neither one of us have played in a game with these kind of stakes in a regional game, so it's a cool experience to get to experience, especially both of us in our last season. It's a cool experience.
Yeah, I'd say it's a really cool experience. We've definitely talked about it, especially the last 2 years since Coach Smiley's been here, and it's something that we just don't want to. We want to pride ourselves on making it, but not just making it. We want to obviously win games, and obviously we came here to win, and we gave it our all day, and it didn't work out. But we're here to win. Obviously, regionals are awesome, and it's awesome to be here. But it's still baseball, still a lot of good baseball to play.
Yeah, this team has come such a long way, and we're so proud as a coaching staff, certainly as the head coach, just very proud of where they are now compared to where this team was 2 years ago. Whenever we kind of set out on this adventure and quest of getting into the NCAA postseason, these guys beside me were part of a team, that finished towards the bottom of the MAC, and just being able to crawl out of that. And end up here in Knoxville with 8,000 people screaming, and for them to experience that is really cool, rewarding. They have earned it, they deserve it, and I echo what they're saying and appreciate it. We're happy to be here, but we're trying to win the dang games. So we're going to leave tonight not necessarily happy.
Paige, then Ben.
For the players, when Coach was talking about Doyle earlier, a lot of head nodding. You guys had some success in the third inning, but what makes it so difficult for your standpoint to get hits off of Doyle?
Yeah, so, obviously he's got a big league fastball. He's a good arm. We knew that coming in. We had the approach that we're not going to let him beat us with fastballs. So in that third inning or whatever it was, he kind of lost his feel for his fastball. We started to get on the off-speed pitches, but once he started landing the breaking balls again, it was tough to get back on it. It's impressive to see somebody make that adjustment mid-game.
Yeah, like Dillon said, his fastball is his best pitch, and obviously early we tried to strip him of that, and I think we did a good job, but he also did, a better job fighting back against it, keeping us off balance with every pitch, and then finding that fastball at the top of the zone, kind of beating us after he was landing some off-speed pitches, basically overall just keeping us guessing.
For either of the players, just what's the mindset going into tomorrow in an elimination game?
Just keep fighting. Obviously we're not coming here to lose. We're coming here to win. So I don't think we're going to change much of our approach. We came in here today looking to win, and we're going to come in looking tomorrow to win.
Wes.
Dillon, I'm sure you obviously would have rather won the game, but not a lot of lefties have gotten to Liam there for extra base hits, and you're able to do that with 2 strikes. What's your approach against him with 2 strikes? Are you going back to a scouting report? Are you having to guess? What's going through your mind there?
In that at bat specifically, I'm really just sitting on the heater, trying to stay on time for the heater and adjust everything else, and just fight off anything that's landing in the zone.